My friends, cheers. Welcome to this episode of the Outdoor Gear Review. I hope you all are doing well. It has just begun to rain. It's light, but it's coming down. The moisture that we have coming into this area is part of Hurricane Debby. The storm is on its way, and its impacts are being felt already here in western North Carolina. The entire state is basically under a flood warning. It is flooding everywhere right now. Is it going to flood here? We shall see. The warning states that over the next 12 hours or so, we can get as much as 7 inches of rain, which is nothing compared to what some places in the state have received already. Some places, 20 inches of rain. It's crazy. All that I know, folks, it's raining. It's going to rain for the next 12 hours or so, and I figured this would be a great time to come out here to Lone Wolf Mountain so we can stay at the cabin. Let the fun begin. Cheers, my friends, cheers. As far as the time goes, it is now 12:37. The temperature, get this, is 64 degrees. Humidity, 94%. Yeah. It is without a doubt a very stuffy sort of day because the humidity is so high. But luckily, the winds aren't bad right now. We have all of the windows open, the little fan going. It's pretty nice. It really is. 64 degrees? That's amazing. In August? I'll take it. I tell you what, let's go over the forecast real quick for this area. I'll tell you all what it says, what we may get. With a tropical storm like this, you never know how exactly it's going to pan out. A location 50 miles away may get 12 inches of rain while 2 falls here, you know what I mean? It really is all about the bands of the system. It says here that we are under a flood watch until tomorrow evening. So today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. As Tropical Storm Debby moves across the region, a prolonged period of heavy rain can be expected today through tomorrow. Rainfall amounts between 3 to 7 inches are possible across the area, with locally higher amounts possible. That is the forecast, everyone. Looking at the radar here, everything is under a warning right now for flooding, with the exception of us. The thing is, the storm is just now hitting us, and we're just like right on the edge of it. The heavy rain, it's not even here yet. As it stands right now, it's raining rather hard, but luckily we have this cabin to stay in, we're fully protected, and we are going to have a good time. The first thing that I need to do, though, is make more coffee because I'm almost out. Then we'll do a little bit more talking. I'll tell you about the trip that I planned to do today instead of this one. Things didn't work out. This is what I had to do, and I'll tell you why. Cheers. I love you, sweet girl. Sure do miss you. It seems like a good time to come out here and say hello to my old dog Dallas. I've spoken about this before and I won't say much about it now, but this is where I buried her. And ever so often, come out here, talk to her, just stand back, stare at the sky. It's peaceful and quiet. Talk about an awesome place to be buried at. You all could put me right here, right next to her. That'd be okay. As it stands, still raining. Not very heavy at the moment, but it has been. It's been coming down pretty good. And also, at times, it's been rather windy. The other day, I was working on what I call basically like the mid part of the property. And in the mud was a bear track. A fairly young cub, not too big, but plain as day right in the mud. It's kind of funny, when I got here today, as I was coming up the driveway, I came across 2 mature turkeys and their babies. Then I came across a deer in the road. And then up here, next to the cabin, was another deer. This place is paradise, everyone. It really is. That's one of the reasons why I buried my dog here. Her name was Dallas, and she was absolutely wild. But at the same time, she was a really sweet, good girl, and she loved it out here. Anyways, everyone, the rain is coming down good again. Not super crazy heavy or anything like that, but it's coming down. The question is, do we need it? No, not really. In previous adventures, I talked about how dry it was here at Lone Wolf Mountain, basically all of North Carolina. Well, that's been solved. We had about 2 weeks of just non-stop rain. We've received so much rain, we're now, let's see, 189% above normal for rainfall for this year at this time. Have you ever been in a storm, maybe like a winter storm or something like that, where, you know, like the storm is coming to an end, but there's a part of you that wishes that it wouldn't, you know what I mean? It's not that you want damage or anything like that. You just want it to keep on going. There's a connection between humanity and weather. I don't know what it is. I don't understand it fully, but I feel it. Just like this. There's something about this that really does the inner wolf a lot of good. Like being out here right now. It's pouring the rain. I just love it. And the thing is this, you could love it too. You don't have to have a place like Lone Wolf Mountain here to go to. You could go to a park, walk the trail while it's raining, be safe, get out, have a good time, let your inner wolf roam and explore and feel like the energy from the atmosphere in the rain. I know that sounds super hippie, but it's true. I mean, there's a reason why you're watching this rain video right now, and that's because you're drawn to it too, just like I am. I will say, everyone, if you plan to go out in the rain, I do not recommend getting soaking wet. You need to stay as dry as possible because that's what's going to keep you safe. The difference between having a good time and hypothermia is only the matter of a few degrees. So you do need to be smart. Do not get soaking wet. I mean, if you get soaking wet, you really are putting yourself at risk. And that's something you do not want to do. So put on your rain pants, put on your rain jacket, get out and enjoy. I almost forgot to tell you all. Originally, my plan was to go out on a backpacking adventure, but the rain came in too quick. Yesterday, last night, the forecast was for like rain after 6 p.m. or something, but it started raining, let's see, this morning around 10 a.m. Because the forecast was so incorrect, I decided just to cancel the backpacking trip and do a cabin trip. You may be wondering how my back is doing. It's doing great. Almost healed up. Almost. Good enough to hike with, backpack with, for sure. I still feel it, but it's not too bad. And just in case you didn't see the previous episode, I hurt my back slipping in the mud here at Lone Wolf Mountain. I was testing out a tent and, yeah, I made a mistake. I should have just fell in the mud. Isn't it funny how, like, when you were a kid, you would, like, climb a tree, fall out of it, and be fine. But then you start getting older, and you slip in the mud, and you're like, you're in bad shape. That's funny. You can see that the wind is picking up just a little bit. It's been raining quite heavily for maybe the last half hour or so. Prior to that, it kind of slacked off. It was light. In general, this has been a pretty good rain event. Not enough to flood anything, and that's good, but going back to basically getting older, I have to admit, I've loved every single moment of getting older. It's like a new phase, you know what I mean? I'm someone who gets tired of the same thing over and over and over. I always seek something different. Getting older is definitely different. A little bit less hair, grayer hair, some more wrinkles, more pains, maybe a little bit more weight. It's all part of it, you know what I mean?
Let's go!
Folks, let's go back in. I just made it back inside of the cabin, and let me tell you all, this storm is definitely upon us. It is rocking and rolling out there, and it's raining super, super hard. Hopefully this passes pretty quickly because we do not want any flooding here at Lone Wolf Mountain. But I can tell already that we have quite a bit of pooling out there, and I can also see some water running down the road. My friends, that is freaking amazing. This broccoli here is covered with a garlic herb dressing. It is fantastic. I could eat an entire bowl of that and be happy. It is that good. The main course is pasta bolognese with a meatball and some Parmesan cheese over the top. It too is really good. Tonight, everyone, while I'm having dinner, I want to talk with you all about something that I get quite a few questions about from you all. I get asked all the time if I'm ever going to release a line of products. Because I know so much about outdoor gear, am I going to produce, manufacture, sell, or even join with another company to offer gear to you all? The answer is no. I am never, ever, ever going to do that. I get asked this question from my viewers every couple of weeks, and the answer is always the same: no. Ever so often, I would say maybe 4 times a year, 5 times a year, something like that, I get asked by outdoor companies to join with them to produce all sorts of stuff. I've been approached by companies of all sizes, big ones, small ones, companies you never heard of before, and so on. The thing is this: when I started this channel, I had I had a picture in mind of what I wanted this channel to be. I wanted to share knowledge, my opinions, and I wanted to share adventures, and if I can inspire someone to get out or to make a positive change in their life, great. I did not want my channel to become a business or anything like that. As soon as you make something a business, your priorities shift. You know what I mean? It taints things. With this channel, for me, this is like a creative outlet. I get to share my passions with you all. I get to help people. I don't want to make this a job, because if I did, it would take all the fun out of it. Over the years, if you've paid attention, you've seen YouTube channel after YouTube channel go into business with other companies. Those YouTube channels are just about dead now. Every single one that goes that path ends up in the same place, on fire, in a ditch, by itself. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to. In my opinion, in life, there's some things that are more important than money. You know what I mean? And with this channel here, to me, it's important in ways outside of money. You know what I mean? That's how I see things. That's how I'm going to do things, and I'm sticking to my guns. I really do appreciate the offers that I get. They are interesting, but I always tell them the same thing, those companies who come to me. Hey, thank you so much for the offer. I can't wait to see what you come up with, but I'm not interested. I like my channel the way it is right now, and I don't want it to become a platform where I'm trying to sell products because I have some initiative or I have some sort of financial obligation, or a burden or something like that. So ultimately, no, this channel will never partner with another company. I'm never going to sell products. I'm not going to develop products or anything like that. What I like doing is taking products, testing them out, and sharing with you all, and with them too, the companies that make those products, what's good, what's bad, and then I move on. Plain and simple. This channel is my happy place, and I don't want to ruin it with business. You know what I mean? Man, they're good. That's so good, everybody. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Let's see. It is now 7:30. Got up around, what was it, 6:30, something or other. Basically, I've begun packing things up already. Just kind of waking up, moving around a little bit. It is a beautiful morning. The hurricane tropical storm, it moved out of the area, I want to say around 3 o'clock last night. We got quite a bit of rain. Did it flood? No. Am I glad? Yes. This wasn't much of a storm system, really. This is your typical rain shower here in the mountains, which I'm glad to have it. More water in the ground, more water in the creeks. It's a good thing. But now it needs to dry out for a bit. We've had just week after week after week of rain. I've got so much wet stuff. I mentioned that in a previous trip. I have a ton of wet gear that is just waiting to dry out. That could possibly happen next week. That's what it sounds like, so we'll see. I tell you what, I need to do some shout outs real quick before I forget. Hector, my friend, thank you so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. Your donation to the channel and your support, it means a lot. Thank you so much, brother. Michael, my friend, thank you very much for watching out for the channel. He discovered another Facebook page who had basically stolen my content from YouTube, and I had to go after him and get the content taken down. I have to do this, I don't know, 20 times a year. The last one that I took down, I don't remember the name of it, but it must have been like their last copyright strike because it closed their channel. So they sent me an email saying that they would pay me $10,000 if I would retract my copyright. And I said, no way, forget about it. Because the thing was, their channel was nothing but stolen videos from other YouTube channels. That means if I retracted my copyright, they would just continue doing the same thing that they had done, but from other channels. And I said, no way. As I mentioned yesterday, in life, there's some things that are worth more than money. I'm more than happy to take down that Facebook page. I could tell you all some stories, and I may in the future, involving law enforcement all across the country, getting people arrested, all of it related to this channel. That's for the future though. For now, I'm drinking coffee, watching the sun come up, and thinking, folks, it's about time to go home. Lastly, Michael, thank you so much. And everyone at the Quezon Fire Department in the Philippines, good day, folks. I hope you're all doing well. Hopefully I said that right. I'm a country boy from the South and I don't pronounce words very good, so that's what you get. It is going to be a beautiful day, everyone. Beautiful. Cool temperatures, a nice breeze. My friends, it is time to say goodbye. Thank you very much for joining me for this trip. I really do appreciate it. I hope you all have had a good time just as I have. This was an awesome rain event. I'm so glad that nothing was destroyed, nothing flooded. I do wish it was a little bit more intense, but that's how it goes. Folks, if you enjoyed this episode, hit the thumbs up. It helps the channel a lot. Do take care. Be well. Be safe. Oh, make sure to check out my second YouTube channel, A Quiet Place Adventures. You will find new adventures on there every single week. Oh, yeah. Everyone, I'm going home. I will see you all next week. Strength and honor. Bye for now.